YouTube, what's going on, and welcome to the second episode of my FIFA 16 Foot Draft series. In today's episode, we are going to be playing another FIFA 16 Foot Draft, hoping to make back our coins on the FIFA 16 Foot Draft. We start off by picking our formations, and I get a 5-2-1-2, 5-3-2, and 3-4-3 flat, and my rule for Foot Draft is to never take a squad that doesn't have a non-fourth back formation, so only fourth back formations, and also it has to have wingers, so the 4-3-3 was the only one that fit that. Our captains were basically Ronaldo or Suarez, and I did decide to go with Luis Suarez because I felt like I could get another Ronaldo, and the striker position is the most pivotal spot in Foot Draft because if you get a non-rare striker, it's really hard to get another good one in the subs or reserves, while some other positions like wingers are very common. We then went with Gareth Bale, but then we didn't have a BBVA winger, so I went with the guy most likely to get a green link, and we get a green link to him in Biglia, but I did go with Rakitic to get the green link to Suarez to get him on full chemistry, because I'm not sure if Anderson will even make the final squad, but he will make the final squad, it looks like, as Biglia does appear again. I do take him, so he does get the green link there. A couple players later, we're now looking at our center backs, and I do decide to take Laporte because I feel like he has more links with the Serie A and also being French than some other players would, like Diego Godin. We then take Carvajal, very easy choice for the right backing, the green link to Ruiz. I then had the decision to go with Diego Alves or Asensio, and I do decide to go with Asensio because I felt like if I had to take out the French center back Laporte, he could have a green link to the other center back. And I then take Patrice Evra right here, and he does make the starting 11 as I do switch around him and Laporte, and Evra will be in the starting 11 once again. I then had a choice between Pastore, Isco, Ramirez, or Sterling, and I did decide to take Raheem Sterling in case maybe he could get in for Felipe Anderson, but as you will see later, he does not. And then we have another selection right here. I do decide to take Angel Di Maria because I felt like he was the best overall player. And I already had taken Pastore, so putting him and Pastore in does boost the squad up to 100 chemistry, and it looks like a really solid squad. Everyone on full chemistry but Suarez and Rakitic, so I was kind of disappointed about that. But now we had another big decision. Do I take striker Robin? I decided not to. I decided to take Sergio Busquets because I felt like he would bring the chemistry up to 100. Everybody would be on full chemistry, and I'd be able to put Gareth Bale back into the squad. So I do decide to take Sergio Busquets after a lot of debating and trial and error, seeing which would work. I do decide to take Busquets, sub him in for Pastore, and then also take Di Maria out and put in informed Gareth Bale. So the squad looks really solid. Everyone's on 100 chemistry, or 10 chemistry right now. And I did decide to test if I wanted to use Gonzalo Higuain and also Raja Nainggolan. Everyone would be on full chemistry but Nainggolan and Laporte. But I did decide to not do that, and I did decide to go with Gareth Bale and also Rakitic and Busquets. So that's the squad that we are going to be using in this Foot Draft. Looks like a really solid squad. Only weakness might be that the midfield is a bit slow and defensive. But other than that, looks like a really solid squad. Everyone on 10 chemistry. And we do go into the first game of this episode against a team that has MSN, Messi, Neymar, and Suarez. So a really solid attacking lineup for him. But we would have the first attack of this game with Felipe Anderson. And I am deciding to only show goals in this video because I feel like this series is going to be very long videos, and I do decide to only do the goals because it would be just too long if I didn't, and this was a very laggy game, so the footage will be very laggy because the game was laggy. So that was kind of disappointing that we had a laggy game. Just like the first episode, our first game was laggy. We did get a win in that one. We are possibly getting a win in this one, but Arturo Vidal does level up the scoring in the 30th minute for his Foot Draft team. He had all red links and was only on like 3 chemistry, so I was very disappointed to give up that goal. But his team would have another attack with Suarez playing through Neymar. Carvajal was caught out of position right there. Very poor from the Spanish right back. And Neymar does score the goal to give his team the lead in the 33rd minute. So 2 goals in very quick succession does give him the lead. But would have an attack right here with Luis Suarez on the ball. He scoop turns around and has this shot, and Luis Suarez does score the goal. And that would be all the goals for this game, so we do go into a penalty shootout, and he steps up to take the first penalty, and he does score the first penalty, so he does get off to a good start, but we take the next penalty, and Raja Nainggolan does score the penalty, as I did bring him on for a sub. Roy steps up to take the next one, he scores it. Di Maria steps up to take the next one, as I subbed him on too, and he scores it as well. Lacazette steps up to take the next penalty for him. He scores it for him. And then Sterling steps up to take it for us. He scores for us. So a very even penalty shootout until Luis Suarez steps up. And Luis Suarez misses the penalty badly. And we do have a chance to take the lead with our Luis Suarez, who does bury the penalty. And now we have another penalty for him. Neymar, if he misses it, we would win, but he doesn't miss. But now we need to score with Gareth Bale, and he does score the penalty, as you will see right here. So we do go through to the next round of the foot draft. I was playing this with my friend, so it would be a two-player foot draft on the screen. He was the green, and I was the red in the highlights that you are seeing right now. But we do start off this game on the ball with Biglia, which was me, in the red controller. I'm dribbling it down, go past the defender, shoot the shot, it gets saved, but Gareth Bale is right there to tuck home the rebound and do give us the lead very early in this foot draft game against a pretty solid team. He had very poor chemistry, but other than that, a bunch of really talented players. He had second in form Aubameyang and also Messi, so a very solid squad. But Bale was on the attack right now for me. Right here, I was dribbling and I was losing the ball. It falls to Suarez, so my friend uses Suarez, has the shot, and that's a fantastic hit from the Uruguayan striker, Luis Suarez. His inform card is fantastic on this game. Would definitely recommend him in foot draft. And that would be the end of the game, so we do get the 2-0 victory over this guy, so we are advancing into the semifinals of the foot draft against this team who has third in form Ronaldo, Messi, in form Griezmann, in form Iniesta, in form Marcelo, second in form Godin, I do believe, and just a fantastic team. But it would be us getting the first goal in this game with Felipe Anderson run down the wing. He does a couple moves, dribbles to the outside, stops, plays through Luis Suarez, who taps it home. I don't know how it got through the defender, but it does. So we do get the lead early on in this game. And he would have another attack, but it was intercepted by my friend. My friend runs up with Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale cut to the inside. He has the finesse shot, and boy, was it a great hit by Gareth Bale as he does score the goal to give us the 2-0 lead. And shortly on thereafter, he would rage quit my opponent. So we do get the victory in this game, advancing to the final of the foot draft. So this was a very easy game to win in the 40th minute. I was actually pretty worried about this game because he did have such a great attacking lineup, but he did rage quit. We now go into the final of the foot draft, trying to see if we can win the foot draft, but he has a very solid team with Suarez and also Bale and also Ronaldo all in form, and this game was a dead even. Going into after the full 90 minutes, it was still 0-0, so we do go into extra time. He has an attack right here, which it would be Insigne on the ball right now. Insigne run down the middle. He tries to have the shot. He gets taken out. It's going to be a penalty for his team. So very disappointing to give up a penalty in the 117th minute of this game after it was 0-0 the whole time. Insigne has no chance to score there, but he gets taken out. Very poor play from my team and Angel Di Maria. And it looks like Ronaldo will be scoring this penalty and putting us out of the tournament in the final. It's Ronaldo versus Sengio. What will he do? Ronaldo steps up and Ronaldo scores the penalty. Pinaldo does give this guy the lead and will give this guy the victory in this foot draft. So I'm very disappointed to lose in the final, but very happy that we did make it to the final. Getting 3 wins out of 4 is very solid. And we do get the gold players pack, jumbo gold pack, and also, I forget what the last pack was, but we do start off with the lowest pack, which is the jumbo gold pack, which would be a 10k pack if these packs did exist. But we see that we do get a non-rare player in Brian Ruiz, so a very poor pack right here. Pretty disappointed with it, not very good. Hopefully the next packs will be a bit better than that. We do go into the gold players pack, so this only has 1 rare gold player, and we would see that rare gold player would be Glick, the center back for Torino. He did get the team of the season card last year, a pretty solid center back, does go for a couple of K, but now here's the final pack, the big pack, the 25k pack. Who will we get? It's going to be a striker from Uruguay, Luis Suarez. Oh no, it's going to be Edison Cavani. My heart raced for a second, but it is only Cavani. And that's the pack that we do get, and that will wrap it up for this episode of my FIFA 16 Foot Draft Series.